Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। विद्यातपोवित्तवपूर्वयः कुलैः सतां गुणैः षड्भिरसत्तमेतरैः स्मृतौ हतायामृतमानदुर्दृशः स्तब्धा पश्यन्ति हि धाम भूयसाम् गुणाधिकान् मुदं लिप्सेत् अनुक्रोशं गुणाधमात् मैत्रीं समानादन्विच्छेन्न तापैरविभूयते स्वन्तप्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत् अखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् भक्तिं मुहुः त्वयि मे प्रसङ्गो भूयादनन्तमहताममलाशयानाम् येनाञ्जसोल्वणमुरु व्यसनं भवाब्धिं नेष्ये भवद्गुणकथामृतपानमत्तः। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Dear devotees, Hare Krishna. We are continuing our study of Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 4, entitled Shri Sati Devi Quits Her Body, text 32. तेषामापततां वेगं निशम्य भगवान् भृगुः यज्ञघ्नेन यजुषा दक्षिणाग्नौ जुहावः। We are reading how after being insulted and after seeing the disrespect meted out to her beloved husband Lord Shiva, Srimati Sati Devi decided to sever all her ties with her offensive father Prajapati Daksha, and she decided to do so by giving up her body which had come from the biological father Daksha. After Shri Sati Devi gave up her body right there in the house of Prajapati Daksha, the followers of Lord Shiva were extremely angry and they are going to attack Daksha. Let us see what happens. Translation and purport by our beloved founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Shri Srimad Abhay Charanarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation of verse 32, 4.4.32. Shripad Maitreya Muni is describing this to Mahatma Vidur. The followers of Lord Shiva came forward forcibly, but Bhrigu Muni saw the danger and, offering oblations into the southern side of the sacrificial fire, immediately uttered mantric hymns from the Yajur Ved, by which the destroyers of yajnic performances could be killed immediately. Purport: Srila Prabhupada writes, here is one example of powerful hymns in the Vedas, which when chanted could perform wonderful acts. Now things are done by yantra. If someone has to be killed, then a rifle or a handgun is utilized. Whereas in the Vedic times, things that are today done by yantra machines were performed by a mantra, just Vedic incantations. In the present age of Kali, Srila Prabhupada writes, it is not possible to find expert mantra chanters, Brahmanas who can chant the mantras, who have the necessary purity and knowledge. Therefore, all the sacrifices recommended in the Vedas are forbidden in this age. Ashwamedham, Gavalambam, Sannyasam, Palapatrakam, Devarana Sudupatim, Kalopancham, Vivarjayet. The only sacrifice recommended in this age is chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. तारमध्ये सर्वश्रेष्ठ नाम संकीर्तन कली काले धर्म युग नाम संकीर्तन कली युगे धर्म कृष्ण नाम संकीर्तन कृष्ण शक्ति विनन है तारा प्रवर्तन परम विजयते श्री कृष्ण संकीर्तनम कृष्ण वर्णम त्वसा कृष्णम सांगोपांगास्त पार्षदम यज्ञ संकीर्तन पायर प्रायर्जन्ति सुमेधसा टेक्स्ट 33 अध्वर्युणा हूयमाने देवा उत्पेतुरोजसा ऋभवो नाम तपसा सोमं प्राप्ताः सहस्रशः. When Sri Bhrigu Muni offered oblations in the fire, immediately many thousands of demigods named Ribhus became manifested. All of them were powerful, having achieved strength from Soma, the moon. So when the followers of Lord Shiva attacked Prajapati Daksha, Bhrigu Muni, who was in Prajapati Daksha's team, he was siding with Prajapati Daksha. He immediately, from Yajurveda, chanted mantras to kill anybody who disrupts the yajna. As soon as Bhrigu Muni chanted the mantra and offered oblations in fire, immediately many thousands of demigods named Ribhus became manifested. Ribhus became manifested from the fire of the sacrifice. All of them were powerful, having achieved strength from Soma, the moon god. Somam Praptaha. They had achieved strength from Somadev. And how many Ribhav came? Sahasrasha. Thousands of them manifested. Purport. Srila Prabhupada says it is stated here that many thousands of demigods named Ribhus became manifested because of the oblations offered in the fire and chanting of the hymns from the Yajur Ved. Brahmanas like Bhrigu Muni were so powerful that they could create such powerful demigods simply by chanting the Vedic mantras. Another example is Durvasa Muni. When he was upset and angry with Shri Ambarish Maharaj, he also created a fiery demon to attack Shri Ambarish Maharaj. Vedic mantras are still available, but the chanters are not available. By chanting Vedic mantras or chanting the Gayatri or Rig mantra, one can attain the result one desires. So when we chant our Brahma Gayatri mantra, those who are second initiated, we should think of that personality that we want to attain. These mantras are so powerful that whatever kamana we have, whatever spiritual desire we have, that will be fulfilled. So most Gaudiya Vaishnavas, while chanting the Brahma Gayatri mantra, think about Srimati Radharani. Mahyam Atma Pada Padma Dasya Dastu Radhika. In the present age of Kali, it is recommended by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can attain all perfection. Sarva Siddhi hai. खाइते शुइते यथा तथा नामलय देश काल नियम नहीं सर्व सिद्धि है. टेक्स्ट 34. तैरलातायुधे सर्वे प्रमथा सह गुह्यकाः हन्यमाना दिशो भेजुरुषद्भिर्ब्रह्म तेजसा. When the Ribhus, the demigods, they appeared from the fire upon the chanting by Bhrigu Muni, these Ribhu demigods attacked the ghosts and guhyakas with half burnt fuel from the Yajna fire. They attacked the followers of Lord Shiva, these Ribhus. All these attendants of Sri Sati Devi fled in different directions and disappeared. Such was the power of the Ribhus. They scared away and scattered away the followers of Lord Shiva and Sri Sati Devi. This was possible simply because of Brahma Tejas or Brahminical power. Ushadbhir Brahma Tejasa. They were effulgent, and by that Brahma Tej, they scattered away the ghosts and Guhyakas. Pramatha means ghosts. Saha means along with Guhyakas. These are all beings that are considered little unclean and they are associates of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is so great that he can elevate these bhut, guhyakas, and other ghostly beings. Purport. The word Brahma Tejasa used in this verse is significant. Let us understand what is the meaning of Brahma Tej. In those days, Brahmanas were so powerful that simply by desiring and by chanting a Vedic mantra, they could accomplish very wonderful effects. They were extremely powerful. But in the present age of degradation, there are no such Brahmanas. Hare Krishna. Such Brahmanas have become extinct now in Kali Yuga. According to the Pancharatrika system, in this age, the entire population is supposed to consist of Shudras. Kalau Shudram Sambhavat. Because the Brahminical culture has been lost. Because we have lost the Brahminical culture, there is no education to the society. And people have generally degraded down to the Shudra platform or even lower. But if anyone displays the signs and symptoms of understanding Krishna consciousness, he should be accepted according to Vaishnava Smriti regulations as a prospective Brahman and should be given all facilities to achieve the highest perfection. Brahman is not decided by birth. Brahman is decided based on Guna Karma Vibhagasha, based on qualities and the activities you perform. The most magnanimous gift of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's is that the highest perfection life is available in this fallen age if one simply adopts the process of chanting Hare Krishna. Kaler dosha nidhe rajan अस्तियो एक महान गुण कीर्तनादेव कृष्ण से मुक्त संग परम व्रजेत. If one simply adopts the process of chanting Hare Krishna, one is able to bring about the fulfillment of all activities in self-realization. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports, the fourth canto, fourth chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Sri Sati Devi Quits Her Body. Chapter 5. Hare Krishna. Frustration of the sacrifice of Daksha. Text 1. Maitreya Uvacha Bhavo Bhavanya Nidhanam Prajapater Asatkritaya Avagamya Aradat Swaparshadasainyam Chatad अध्वरर्बुधैर्विद्रावितं क्रोधमपारम् आदधे. हरे कृष्ण. Sri Maitreya Muni said, when Lord Shiva heard from Sri Narad Muni that Sri Sati Devi, his wife, Nidhanam, was now dead because of Prajapati Daksha's insult to her, and that his soldiers had been driven away by the Ribhu demigods, Lord Shiva became greatly angry. Krodham aparam adadhe. Lord Shiva manifested apara krodh, unprecedented anger, unbounded anger. Purport: Lord Shiva understood that Shri Sati Devi, being the youngest daughter of Daksha, could present the case of Lord Shiva's purity of purpose and would thus be able to mitigate the misunderstanding between Daksha and himself. But such a compromise was not attained. Sometimes we make plans and it just doesn't work out the way we plan it. And Sati was deliberately insulted by her father, Daksha, by not being received properly when she visited his house. Without being invited, she had gone, and he did not even have the courtesy to receive her properly, even though she was the youngest and favorite daughter. Sati herself could have killed her father Daksha because she is the personified material energy and has immense power to kill and create within this material universe, especially kill, because Lord Shiva is the destroyer. In the Brahma Samhita, her strength is described. She is capable of creating and dissolving many universes. But although she is so powerful, she acts under the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, as his shadow. It would not have been difficult for Sati to punish her father Daksha, but she thought that since she was Daksha's daughter, it was not proper for her to kill him. Thus, she decided to give up her own body, which she had obtained from Daksha. And Daksha did not even try to check her, did not even try to stop her. When Sri Sati Devi passed away, the news was conveyed by Sri Narad Muni to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva became very angry. Text 2. Kruddha sudashtaushtaputa sadhurjatir jatam tadid vahani satogra rochisam utkritya rudra sahasothito hasan gambhiranado visasarjatam bhuvi. Thus Lord Shiva became extremely angry. Kruddha, he became angry. And he pressed his lips with his teeth. Sudashta oshta putaha. He bit his lips with his own teeth in anger and immediately snatched from his head a strand of hair which blazed like electricity or fire. Jatam, tadid. Tadid means it was like lightning, like electricity. He dhu jatihi. He pulled up few strands of hair. Lord Shiva stood up at once, laughing like a madman, and dashed the hair to the ground. Lord Shiva has long jata. He dashed his hair to the ground in great anger while laughing. Text 3. Tatotikayas tanuva sprisham divam sahasra bahur ghanarup trisuryadrik करालदंष्ट्रोज्ज्वलदग्नि मूर्धजः कपालमाली विविधोद्यतायुधः. When Lord Shiva pulled out few strands of hair and hit his hair on the ground, a fearful black-colored demon, Atika, huge demon, great personality, his name was Veerabhadra. He was as tall as the sky, as bright as three suns combined. Imagine how powerful. Three suns combined. His teeth were fearful, and hairs on his head were like burning fire. Karala Damshtra, he had very fearful teeth, and Jwalat Agni Murdhaja. His hair was as if fiery red in color, the hair also. He had thousands of hands, thousands of arms, equipped with various weapons. Each hand held a specific weapon. Vividha, Udyata, Ayudha. Different weapons, Ayudha, Vividha. Each hand had different weapons. And he was also garlanded with the heads of men. Murdaja, Kapala Mali. Kapala Mali. He was garlanded with human heads, heads of men. He was wearing a garland. This Veerabhadra. Tam kim karomet grinantam aha baddhanjalim bhagavan bhutanatha daksham sayadnyam jahimad bhatanam tvam agrani rudra bhatam shako me. When this gigantic demon Veerabhadra asked with folded hands, Kim karomi, what shall I do, my lord? Lord Shiva, who is known as Bhutanath, Bhagavan Bhutanath. Lord Shiva is Bhagavan, he is Bhutanath. He is the lord of all the ghosts, Bhutas. And Bhuta also means living entity. So Bhutanath means one who is the lord and master of all the living entities in this material world. Lord Shiva, who is known as Bhutanath, directly ordered. I said the supreme master and lord of the material world because Bhutas are in the material world. Whereas in the spiritual world, it is the Nitya Siddhas. So, in this material world, Lord Shiva is the Nath. He is the Lord, Master, Controller. Because you are born from my body, you are the chief of all my associates. Therefore, kill Daksha. Kill Daksha and his soldiers. Kill Daksha along with his soldiers. Kill them. All the soldiers who are at the sacrifice of Daksha. Kill them. Kill Daksha, kill his associates. Here is the beginning of competition between Brahma Tejas and Shiva Tejas. By Brahma Tejas, Brahminical strength, Bhrigu created Ribhu demigods who drove away the soldiers of Lord Shiva stationed in the arena. When Lord Shiva heard that his soldiers had been defeated and driven away, he created the tall black colored demon called Veerabhadra to retaliate. There is sometimes a competition between mode of goodness and the mode of ignorance. That is the way of material existence. When one is situated in the mode of goodness, there is every possibility that his position will be mixed with or attacked by the mode of passion and ignorance. When we are in the mode of goodness, it is not that we can safely remain in the mode of goodness with no disturbance. There will be disturbance created by the other two modes, passion and ignorance, because the modes are always in a state of flux, always competing with each other, always competing. They never let one situation remain, they're always competing. Even when one is situated in mode of goodness, there is every possibility of getting mixed with passion, ignorance. That is the law of material nature. It's a law. Although pure goodness or Shuddha Sattva or Vasudev is the basic principle in the spiritual world, pure manifestation of goodness is not possible in this material world. Thus, the struggle for existence between different material qualities is always present. This quarrel between Lord Shiva, Adhipati of ignorance, and Bhrigu Muni, Brahman, supposed to be in mode of goodness. Brahma Tej versus Shiva Tej. Centering around Prajapati Daksha is a practical example of such competition between the different qualitative modes of material nature. See how modes of material nature fight with each other. Srila Prabhupada is saying. अज्ञप्त एवं कुपितेन मन्युना सदेव देवं परिचक्रमे विभुं मेने तदात्मानमसङ्गरं हसा महीयसां तात सह सहेश Num. Sri Maitremani continued, my dear Vidur, that black person was the personified anger of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he was prepared to execute the orders of Lord Shiva. What was the order of Lord Shiva? Go and kill Daksha and his associates. Thus, considering himself capable of coping with any power offered against him, he circumambulated Lord Shiva. Before going, he took blessings of Lord Shiva. Text 6. Anviyamana Saturudra Parshadair Nadadbhir Vyanatad Subhairavam Udyamya Shulam Jagad Antakantakam Sampradravad Ghoshana Bhushanangrihi. Many other soldiers of Lord Shiva followed Veerbhadra, the fierce personality, in a tumultuous uproar. He carried a great trident, fearful enough to kill even death, and on his legs he wore bangles that seemed to soar. This was the great, tall, huge, powerful form of Veerabhadra that Lord Shiva created to take revenge. And from text number 7, Krishna willing, we will continue reading tomorrow. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for your kind association. Jai Shila Prabhupada. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Krishna willing, we will meet next week. Thank you. Yes, Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much Prabhuji for this very wonderful class. We were talking that all these quarrel is because of the different qualities of modes of material nature. So is it even in the mode of goodness, is there quarrel Prabhu in this world?
In the mode of goodness, there will be quarrel, Mataji, because, like Srila Prabhupada mentions in the purport, mode of goodness is not stable. Like Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, the modes are always competing with each other. Lord Krishna says, the modes are always competing with each other. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells us that. So, because there is always competition, there are three people competing with each other. So, there is competition. And when there is competition, there cannot be stability. There cannot be stability because there is competition. They try to pull each other down. So, there is no stable mode of goodness, and also nobody can be 100% in mode of goodness. To create something, to destroy something, to grow something, you need passion and ignorance. So some passion, some ignorance will be there, and therefore, because it is not Vishuddha Sattva, it is not pure mode of goodness, there will be quarrels, there will be fights, there will be disagreements, there will be competitiveness. And therefore, the only way to avoid conflict is to be situated on the spiritual platform, Vishuddha Sattva. Among the pure devotees, there is no contradiction. Among the pure devotees, there is no fighting spirit. There is only serving spirit. Hare Krishna. Is that okay, Madhuri?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Last question we'll take. Kamal Gopika Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. In continuation with this question, so Vishuddha Sattva is present in this material world or not?
Vishuddha Sattva is not a product of this material world because Vishuddha Sattva is the platform of bhakti. And in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, this is explained. Vishuddha Sattva belongs to the spiritual world. But when the pure devotee, Nitya Siddha devotee from the spiritual world descends in this material world, those devotees carry Vishuddha Sattva in their heart. And
Yes.
from their heart, it can come to others. Therefore, it is said Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha. Sangha means to associate, to get that bhakti from them. Bhakti is not a product of this world. Bhakti does not belong to the material world. Bhakti belongs to the spiritual world. And only pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada, who descend from the spiritual world, can bring it. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can bring it. Sri Rupa Goswami can bring it. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami can bring it. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, like that. These pure devotees who are being sent by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they carry Vishuddha Sattva with them and they bring it to this material world. It is important. It is like finding Alfonso mango in Minnesota. Does Alfonso Hapus mango from Konkan belong to Minnesota? No. But can it be brought by a Konkani person with him or her? Yes. Similarly, Bhakti, Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj says there is a whole uh, chapter called Vishuddha Sattva or Bhakti does not belong to this material world. And it is taken directly from a purport of Srila Prabhupada in Adi Lila of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 4, where Srila Prabhupada says, Bhakti or Vishuddha Sattva does not belong to this material world. It comes with the pure devotee. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought it. Golokera Premadhan. He brought it down. And Namo Mahavadanya Krishna Prem Pradayate. That Krishna Prem, that Krishna Bhakti is Vasudev. It is Vishuddha Sattva platform. And that can only come from a pure devotee who has come from the spiritual world. Is that okay? Kamal Gopi Kamal?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Thank you,
Thank
Mataji.
you. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, will stop here and I will see you all next week. Thank you very much. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srimad Bhagavatam. Please say Haribol to me so I feel happy. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you.